welcome back to the Harmony Trust online drama lessons. We are in our third week now, and this week's theme is going to be all about character. Now, when we're thinking about bringing a character to life, I would like us to think about three main parts. So we're going to be thinking about who our character is, what we are doing, and how we are feeling about it. And if we can put all of those things together, we should be able to create a really believable character. So, to get ourselves started, we're going to do a little warm-up game. And if you did our drama lesson all about mine, you might be able to remember our jelly beans game. If you can't, I'm going to give you a quick reminder. Okay, so for this game, I'm going to call out different types of beans, and each bean has a different action that goes with it. You have to simply follow the action for the right bean. So the beans we're going to do today is run a bean. When you hear me say run a bean, you have to run as fast as you can on the spot. Run a bean. Stop. Well done. If I call out broad bean, you're going to have to show me your nice, big, broad muscles. Okay, shall we try that one? Broad bean. Big, strong muscles. Well done. Excellent. If I call out jelly bean, you have to wibble your arms up in the air. You can shake your legs around as well. And if you want to, you can even add a jelly sound to go with it. Okay, and if I call out string bean, which is a new one, we have to make ourselves as tall as we can. Fantastic. Okay, shall we put those together? So we've got our runner bean, we've got our broad bean, we've got our jelly bean, and we have got our string bean. Nice and tall. Are we ready? Let's have a go. Ready? Runner bean. Jelly bean. Runner bean. Broad bean. Runner bean. String bean. Broad bean. Jelly bean. Runner bean. String bean. Runner bean, string bean, jelly bean, runner bean, jelly bean, string bean, broad bean, string bean, broad bean, string bean, runner bean. Really fast runner bean, and stop. Whew. Well done. Hopefully after that, your arms and your legs and your body is feeling all nice and warm, and we can get ready to get into our drama about character. Okay, so the first thing I want us to think about today is how we're going to be able to change our bodies and the way that we move to be able to show a new character. So we're going to have a little game called Space Walk, and you can use the space hopefully that you have in your homes to do this in. You don't need lots of space, just to be able to take a few steps forwards, backwards, side to side as well. So we're going to think about moving in different ways. The first thing we're going to do, just to warm ourselves up and get used to the space that we're in, is we're going to move around as ourselves when I say go, and when we stop, we're just going to stop in the space. Nice and simple to start off with. So when you've got your space, we'll begin. Go! Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. Okay, this time we're going to move in a different way. So I'm going to give you a different way for you to move around the room. The first way we're going to try is we're going to think about how quickly we can move around our space. Now remember, just make sure you've got space around you so you're not going to be tripping up over anything that might be on the floor or bumping anything that might be close to you as well. So this time when I say go, we're going to move around as quickly as we can. And just as before, when I say stop, we're going to stop as well. Shall we try that one? Ready? Go, quick as you can. Walking around the space as quick as you can in the space that you have, which might be a bit tricky. As quick, stop, go. Excellent, keep moving around as quick as you can. And stop. Fantastic, brilliant, well done. Okay, we're going to try the opposite this time. So this time we're going to see how slowly we can move around the space. And I want you to think about how that changes your body. When you were moving quickly, you might have been moving from one space to the next, changing direction quite a lot perhaps, because you're travelling quicker, so you don't have much time to move, or you might have had your arms big or small. Okay, so this time, think about how your body changes when you have to move slowly. Are we ready? Slowly, and go. Big steps around your space. Could you do slow little steps? Remember, if we're thinking about character, you're doing slow little steps. What character could you be? If you're doing slow big steps, what character could you be? And stop. Fantastic. This time, I want to see how tall you can move yourself around your space. Are we ready? So we're going to try tall around the room when I say go. Go. How tall can you be? What parts of your body are you using differently? You might be stretching your neck to make yourselves feel tall. Your shoulders might be back. You might want to use your arms to bring you up tall as well. Might be on your tiptoes to be tall. Think about how you can change the speed. You might be quick and tall. You could be slow and tall as well. Fantastic, well done. Let's do one more, and if we've done tall, we're going to do small. Now this doesn't need to be height-wise, this could just be body action-wise as well. But you can play around with it. If you want to crawl on the floor, if that's your small, then you are more than welcome to do that. Okay, we're ready. So, thinking about moving small as we can around the room. And go as small as we can. What can we bring in? And again, try and move around in different ways. Big steps for small. Small steps and small. Different ways that you can travel around your space. And stop. Fantastic. Give yourselves a little clap. I'm sure they looked absolutely brilliant at home. Well done. Okay, so we've warmed our bodies up a little bit now, moved around our room in different ways, and hopefully that will help us to start thinking about being a different character. We've got to remember, when we are being a different character in drama, we've got to think about how we can be completely different in everything that we do, from the way we move, to the way we talk, to the way that we show our emotions. So we're going to use our previous game of walking around the space, but now we're going to add a character into them. So I want us to think back to when we moved slowly around the space. And if we were moving slowly around the space and using big steps, could anybody put a type of character to those steps? I'm thinking astronauts. If you think of that astronaut out in space with no gravity, floating around. So if we're going to pretend to be an astronaut, then that's going to be our character. Now we have a character, we have our way of moving, which is slow. want us to think about how we're feeling. And to think about how we're feeling, we need to think about what we're doing. So if we're an astronaut, what kind of activities might an astronaut be doing out in space? Maybe we've landed on the moon. How would that make us feel? Maybe we've just seen an alien. How would that make us feel? So this time, when I say go, we're going to move around our room as an astronaut. I want you to think about what your astronaut is doing, and then that will help us to understand how our astronaut is feeling. For my character, my astronaut is going to be amazed by all the stars and space they can see up there on the moon. Shall we have a go? Ready to bring our astronauts to life? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, action. And for your character, I want you to really use your imagination and show how your character is feeling on their faces. So if you are amazed by what you can see in space, show me that using your facial expression. If you are scared by that alien hiding behind the crater, show me that using your facial expressions. Shall we do one more? Okay, so now I want us to think about when we moved around the space and we were being as small as we can. Now when I was being small, I didn't take myself down to the floor, but that's not a problem. I brought my shoulders in and I bent my knees. If I bring my hands up, if I walk quite quickly, I feel like I'm somebody who might be scared. So this time, my character is going to be a small child, and I'm scared because I'm lost in the woods. You can do the same as me, or you might want to think of something different for how you moved around the room when you were being small. If you're going to think of something different, remember you need to know who your character is. So for me, I'm a small child, where they are or what they're doing, so they're lost in the woods, and how they're feeling. My character is going to be scared. So when you put all those 3 things together, you can have a really good character walk. Shall we have a go? Let's try. Okay, ready for our small characters? In 3, 2, 1, action. So again, really think about how now you're using your body to tell the audience how your character is feeling, how you're using your face to show that, and really importantly for you to understand, using your imagination as well. Okay, so now we've had a go at moving around the room as random characters on our own. Now I want us to try and think about how we could bring 2 characters together. So for this next exercise, I'm going to give us a location, give us 2 characters, tell each other which character we're going to be, and then we're going to have a go at bringing that character to life through a character walk around the room, just like we've been doing, and then thinking about how we might make a virtual scene between one another. So I would say a sentence as my character, and you would answer as yours. So to repeat, I'm going to give us a location, I'm going to give us some characters, and the first thing we're going to do is bring those characters to life with a character walk around our space. Then we're going to try a virtual scene where I will say something as my character and you will reply as yours. Shall we have a go? Okay, so the first set of characters that we are going to choose is going to be characters from a school. I'm sure you're all missing school as much as we're missing having you there at the moment. So we're going to pretend to be back at school for a short while. However, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So instead of you being the pupil, you get to be the teacher this time. Think about what type of teacher you would like to be. And I am going to be, obviously, a very well-behaved pupil, just like you all are. So when I say go, you're going to think about how your character of a teacher is going to move around the room. I'm going to think about how my character as a pupil would move around the room. And then we're going to have a go at bringing those characters to life with a short scene between ourselves. So have a little minute, take some time to think, how does your character move around the room? Think about how they might hold themselves. What kind of step are they going to have in their walk? What actions might they have with their body to show us their character? And what expression they would have on their faces. Have a minute to think of that through, and then we'll have a go at moving around the room. You as the teacher, me as the pupil. Okay, got our characters ready? Let's start with a little character statue first of all. So I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you will freeze as your character. So I decided my character was going to be a very well-behaved pupil. So I'm going to imagine that my character is reading a book. So when I count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm going to freeze pretending to read my book. Shall we have a go? Think about your character. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. When I say go, I want you to bring your character to life and move around the space that you are in. So hold it again. And go. Fantastic. I'm sure those characters are absolutely brilliant around the room. I hope we don't have too many strict teachers that you're creating at home, because I'm going to have to do a scene with you very shortly. Okay, so let's bring our teacher and our pupil together for a scene through the computer. So as we know, my character of the pupil is a very well-behaved, hard-working pupil. I'm going to think of a sentence that my character could say to you, the teacher. When I've said this as my character, you then need to reply back to me. Because I can't hear what you're going to say, I'll just have to imagine it instead. But if you've got people at home that you can play this game with, your scenes can go on for more than 2 sentences. You could do them all afternoon if you wanted to. Okay? So, I'm going to give you a heads up. My character is going to ask for help on a question. So I want you to think about how your character is going to reply when I ask you for help. Will you be helpful and give me the answer? Or are you frustrated because I've asked the question time and time again? You can decide, because it's your character. Are we ready to have a go? Okay, we're going to imagine that we are in our classroom. I want you to think about how you can act and speak as your character when I ask for some help. Are we ready? So let's start off by acting as our character using no words. If you remember, that's called a mime. Okay? So into your character. And let's start our scene. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. I just don't understand how to answer this last question. Brilliant. Well done. And you can play that out with people at home, or you could either swap round so you get to be the pupil and they can be the teacher. Shall we try some more characters? Okay, so now this time I wanted to imagine that we're somewhere completely different to a school. This time we're going to be in the supermarket. And this time I'm going to be the customer and you are going to be the supermarket worker. Do you like your job working in the supermarket? Are you bored of the job? Do you wish you were somewhere else? All of these things will help you to create your character and think about how they're going to move around the room. I need to think about my character. Do I enjoy going shopping, or is it the worst job of the week? So just as we did before, we're going to have a little bit of time to think what our character is like, and then we're going to walk it around our space at home. Have a little think, then we'll bring it to life. I've decided that my character isn't very happy because I really don't enjoy shopping. What about yours? Are we ready to bring them to life? So remember, we'll start with our character statue, and when I say go, we'll bring our character to life around our space. So into your character statue in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Action. And freeze. Well done. Okay, let's bring these two characters into their very own scene. And remember, I'll say a sentence to your character and you reply back to me as yours. So I've decided that my character is really fed up because she doesn't like shopping. She doesn't enjoy it. To make matters worse, when she got back to her car, her eggs were smashed. Let's see what you have got to say about my broken eggs from your shop. Are we ready to put it together? Let's have a go. Hi. No, I'm not very happy actually. I've just got back to my car and if you can see here, all my eggs are smashed. I've literally just bought them from your shop. Could you do something about it, please? Fantastic. Well done. Excellent. I hope you had some very nice and calm customer service skills about you. Okay, shall we try one more to finish off our drama with today? So we have had our teacher and our pupil. We have had our shopper and our supermarket worker. This time we are going to be at the train station. In fact, we're going to be on the train. And this time, both of us are going to be passengers on the same train. And just like before, we're going to think about what kind of character we're going to be. Are we going on an exciting train journey? Is it the same journey we do every day for work? Are we going somewhere new? Do we like travelling by train? So thinking about all of those things to help you get into your character. Is your character a happy person? Are they a bit grumpy? Are they confident and like to talk to others? So use all of those things to help to create your character. Take some time with it and we'll start off in a character statue and then we'll walk it around our space. Shall we have a go? Okay, I've decided that my character is going to be quite a shy, nervous person, and now I'm also a bit worried because I'm running ever so late for my train and I really don't want to miss it. So that's going to be my character. What's yours? Are we ready to get into our character statue? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. And action. And freeze. Fantastic. Okay, well done. So those are our characters at the train station. Let's see what happens when they get onto the train and we start our scene together. So for this scene, my shy, nervous character, who is very worried about being late for the train, has made it. However, when I get on the train, there's another problem. You are sat in my seat and I've even got the ticket. But don't forget, I'm quite a nervous character as well. So how is your character going to reply to me when I tell you the news? you're sitting in my seat. So have a little think and we'll bring that scene to life. Okay, we ready? Imagine you're sitting down on the train. I'm going to walk through the train now. Excuse me. Hi. Oh, hi. I'm really sorry to bother you here, but you're in my seat. I've got the ticket here, and the number is the same number on my ticket, and you're in my seat. Brilliant, well done. I hope you were a nice, kind person to me and you were able to get up out of your seat and let me get it. I did have my ticket in the end, didn't I there? Brilliant, I'm sure you were. That was fantastic. And just as with the other characters, you can play this game at home if you've got brothers and sisters or anybody else in your household that enjoys pretending and making up characters. You can choose any locations, choose your characters, and then think about how they could come together in a scene. Remember, the important thing when we are creating characters is to think about who our character is. Then to think about what they're doing, where they are, and then how they're feeling about it. So who you are, what you're doing, how you're feeling. If you can put those three things together, you'll have a really good, believable character for your scene. And I would love to see you try out lots of different ideas at home with your family. That's all we've got time for today on our online lesson. We've just got a last little cool down game which we do at the end of all of our classes called Ha. So for Ha, we have to stand with our hands by our sides, we bend our knees, we throw our hands up and we say Ha, like this, okay? But we have to try and do it all at the same time. Now obviously I can't see you, so I'm trusting that you'll be able to concentrate and we'll be able to do it all together at the same time through our computers. So let's get nice focus and concentration. Hands are by our side. And we'll have a few tries to see if we can get it. Ha! Did you? Did you go too soon? I did wait quite a while this week. Or were you able to hold out and see if we could get it at the same time? Let's have another go. Ready? Ha! Better that time? Should we have one more for good luck? Okay, ready? So concentrating, hands by our sides. I hope we got it that time. I really did. And I hope you're getting better at that game. Every week we have our lessons as well. It's been great fun to share this with you today. I would love to hear of all your character acting going on at home. Enjoy it, have fun, stay safe, and we'll hope to see you soon. Take care everyone, bye bye.